Well, this ranch house just outside of Fort Benton has stood here since 1910 and been owned by 3 generations of ranchers. And much to the dismay of the current ranchers who own it, Brianna and Ayers, the house has become uninhabitable due to one ultra-rare phenomenon.
To go in and take it down to the bare dirt and to the bare walls and then rebuild it is just not cost effective on a house that was built in 1910.
Yeah.
Right? It's just not, doesn't make any logical sense.
A hidden threat is likely forcing Brianna and Ayers of Ayers Ranch to demolish their home and build a new property from scratch. That threat is a high concentration of toxic molds, and in Brianna's case, it was affecting her health.
The biggest one was probably just like chronic debilitating fatigue. And my asthma and eczema just flaring up.
When her symptoms began, Brianna had no idea what was causing them. The couple's frustration mounting because the medical system is ill-equipped in understanding the effects of toxic mold on the body. She turned to mold health specialist Matt Kelly, who I had a chance to speak with about the damaging effects. He introduced the couple to mycotoxins, which are poisons produced by molds.
Mycotoxins affect us in nearly every part of the body, so they can affect our brain, our neurological system, our vision, our hearing.
Kelly introduced the couple to an Environmental Relative Moldiness Index, or ERMI, which tests the DNA of dust in the home. Their results were alarming.
That is really what kind of told us, like, look, like you've got a really big problem here.
The results showed several molds registering at levels 100 times above the healthy threshold, another strain showing levels 1,000 times above normal. So why hadn't something so glaring been addressed?
Essentially, you're chasing a mold that you can't see.
Mold specialists that came to the house were unequipped to detect these molds.
Your regular mold inspectors that are doing general air testing, but that misses 95% plus of molds because they're taking a general air test outside just to see what's in the air, which is fine. And they come in and take one in the middle of your living room, head height, to see what's floating around there.
But of course, the most dangerous molds are growing in hidden areas, not in the middle of the room.
And we fall into the trap of tradition. This is what's been done. It's not the most sensitive.
Currently, the Ayers are renting out a home in Fort Benton, their original property still mostly furnished, as their belongings are contaminated. Insurance won't cover their rebuild either. This rarity showing them the flaws in the medical system.
People are left to figure it out on their own, but it can drive such major issues that will get diagnosed as mental illness or you're getting older. People can end up on a lot of drugs for those, yet they still get sick. They still remain sick. It may help a little bit, hide some symptoms, but if they're still living in the moldy home, they just keep compounding, they keep getting bigger.
The Ayers certainly don't wish for pity. Rather, they wish to spread awareness through their own experience and self-advocacy.
People are learning more about it. Be proactive before you buy a new house to have the proper testings done. Look out for the mold toxicity symptoms.
From Fort Benton, Owen Skornickays, MTN News.